This man dressed as a clown for children's parties, but underneath that mask, he was hiding something much darker. Welcome back to Crime and Cosmetics. My name is Hannah. We're a little girly, we're a little weird. So if you like that kind of content, you'll like it here. Hit that follow and let's get into today's case. You know how in small towns, there's always someone that everyone recognizes. It's the one who waves first, the ones that you never think twice about. John Wayne Gacy wanted to be that man. He was born in 1942 and grew up craving approval. His childhood was loud and tense. He learned early that love could feel conditional. So as an adult, he figured out how to earn it. Not by being honest, but being liked. And he was good at it. So John became a contractor, a husband, the neighbor who hosted parties, a volunteer who knew the right people and shook the right hands, someone whose name felt familiar instead of threatening. On the weekends, Gacy painted his face and dressed as Pogo the Clown, entertaining children at hospitals, block parties, and community events. Think bright colors, big smiles, silly jokes, the kind of costume that tells parents that person is harmless, a mask disguised to disarm. While the town watched the clown, young men began disappearing. Boys and young men vanished around Chicago. Some were students, some were runaways, some were just trying to make a little money and get home. Gacy offered them jobs, rides, or just a place to rest. He spoke calmly, kindly, like someone who had done this 100 times before. And for a long time, no one connected the dots. Society also didn't look very hard, and Gacy never gave them a reason to. That was until December of 1978. 15-year-old Robert Pice was a pharmacy clerk, responsible, punctual, deeply loved. The kind of kid who, when their routine was out of whack, someone would notice. That night, he told his mother a contractor had offered him a job. He mentioned it casually, like it was no big deal. But he did say the man's name, John Wayne Gacy. Robert would never come home. And this is where the story changes, because this time, the silence didn't stretch on. Police brought Gacy in for questioning. He was polite, cooperative, almost overly helpful. But his story shifted just slightly. Not enough to scream guilt, but enough to leave a quiet unease in the room. So investigators went to his house. Inside, it looked exactly how you'd expect. Comfortable, lived in, a place where someone had built a life. But outside, there was a smell. Something heavy, something wrong, a detail that wouldn't let itself be ignored. So when police searched beneath the house, the ground finally spoke. In that crawl space were bodies, dozens of them. Young men hidden beneath the floorboards, a truth buried between layers of denial, a truth buried between years of handshakes, community events, and painted smile. The clown wasn't a joke anymore, and the man that everyone trusted could no longer hide. John Wayne Gacy was arrested and later convicted of murdering 33 young men. Even then, he spoke as if it were misunderstood, as if charm once again might soften the ending. Because sometimes the most terrifying people aren't the ones who frighten us. They're the ones who blend in, the ones who make us laugh, the ones that we trust without question. That is all I had for today's case, guys. Let me know what y'all thought about this one in the comments below, as well as leave your case suggestions. I'll see you on the next video.